the WWP. What's up?
I think we're live on Facebook now.
Oh, you think?
Well, it didn't do the countdown.
Oh, it didn't?
Now it says live.
Yeah, well...
I don't know if
it's an older app, too, so maybe it's...
It says it's live. Alright, well...
We'll find out.
You have Periscope, right?
I do.
Alright.
In my pants.
Oh, shit!
Oh! Guys, we took a week off. We were, a little, I don't even remember what happened last week.
Oh, here we go. I had a wedding. Now it says live. Jen Dixon is here in the house. What up, Jen?
What's up, Jen?
What's up, Rob Hoss, Registrar? What the fuck is up, yo?
What the fuck is up is right.
We got this streamlined, Jen.
Streamlined as shit.
We got this fucking streamlined. Let me share this.
It did not take us long. That's
share
how
it to
we
group,
roll.
I guess. Yeah. Oh, that's new.
What's that?
You share it to the group.
Oh, cool.
I wonder if I can.
Cool, bro.
I don't think we're a group though.
All right, I think we're pretty much ready to go. I don't even.
Right,
we don't have a lot of topics. Actually, you wrote down lots.
What up, K-Dog?
K-Dog
in the house. What's up, Chris?
I guess I should have the SummerSlam card up, huh?
That would be good.
Yeah.
Guys, we're just joining. We're gonna be. Just give us a second, all right?
Yeah, we're setting up.
We're just setting up. What's up, Chris? K-Dog in the house. Hola, le arriba raza. By the way, Steel Chair Magazine.
Yeah, check us out.
Look at this, homies. You think we're legit now. Look at that.
Legit.
Boom.
Boomskis.
Boom. Advertising 101. Put yourself in a fucking magazine.
Hashtag.
'Cause that's a growing business.
Hashtag no Romans.
Peace out, Jen.
You leaving already, Jen? Come on.
She don't want to chill with WWP.
WWP,
is
baby.
too cool for her, my friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
What's going on with this?
She's too scared of the Wretched guys.
You know what she's not? She's not too sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, it wasn't cool? No, we shouldn't have done that?
That was cool.
Oh, what?
And I'll spit in the face to anyone who does not think that was cool. Just FYI.
Carlito. Alright, here we go, guys. We're going to go live with the episode. Sorry for all the shenanigans, but we're ready to go. I think Fred's ready.
I'm ready.
We're ready. Alright.
I'm in character here. Penis! Okay.
Where's my seltzer? Oh, God damn it.
Come on!
I need my drink.
I need my drink. That sounded really gay.
I know, I was getting into your...
I need Oh, shit. I need liquid in my mouth.
Alright. Okay. Hello!
Oh, I didn't know you pushed recorded. Just go with it.
I'm just gonna start.
Come on.
No, stop talking.
Come on.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Wretched Wrestling Podcast!
Kennedy! Booyakasha!
Sucker!
We come of a unit! I'm not gonna say it.
No, I shouldn't have.
I'm not gonna go there.
I shouldn't have said that. Guys, we are back here at the Wretched Wrestling Podcast, episode 56. We took a week off.
I don't recognize these surroundings, my brother.
Oh, you don't? Why not?
Because I was not here last week. You were here. I was not.
I was here, but I didn't record anything. I was supposed to do an episode of Quick Jabs, like I told everybody on Facebook I would, and I didn't do it.
But I did Periscope while driving.
Yeah,
very responsible.
Super safe thing that Fred did over there. So, guys, we have 2 weeks of WWE programming to catch up on. We're not going to go through everything because it's just who wants to hear a recap show when you could just watch the shows yourself. So, we have SmackDown running in the background right now. Fred, did you know that they changed Baron Corbin's theme song?
I heard, but I did not hear.
It was terrible. What was wrong with his current theme song with the spotlights and the motorcycle sound effect right beforehand? And I thought
what is it now?
Now it's like there's fire. He looks like he's coming out to Kane's music.
Oh, really?
And it's just like there's like a little bit of like gothic and then it goes into like a heavy metal song. It was very. It just didn't match his character at all.
I'm not feeling that. I don't know. There was nothing wrong with his music. I don't think anyone was really complaining about that. So
I don't think there was one person
very surprising.
who was complaining about his theme song. He had one of the few good ones out there.
Yeah. Been around since the NXT days, I believe. I don't think they changed it.
Yeah. Fred, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I think the Wretched Wrestling podcast invaded the Wrestling Nerd Alliance podcast.
I did.
Oh.
Well, someone knew how to hack into their system, their
really
cyber wall. I busted through their fucking wall of cyberness, and I made a splash, a stinger splash on the Wrestling Nerds Alliance.
Yeah.
I really showed those guys, huh?
Yeah, you really did. You know what my favorite part of your thing is? How you sabotaged their show and made the audio of their show sound completely unlistenable. That was a really good inside job. So, like, it's funny because they blamed us for this, but it was so good that they didn't know we were sabotaging their show.
Yeah.
It was great.
I'm so good that I don't even know what I'm doing. It's fucking craziness. Yeah. Cliff, Rob, and Ed, the WNA. I'm so sick of them, Craig. I'm sick of them. I'm done with them. I'm so done.
Oh, you're done with them?
I'm done. I'm done. They've screwed me over so many times, Craig. They've used my words against me more than you have, my friend. And that's a lot because you do that all the time to me.
I do that every single week here on the WWP.
Every damn sentence.
Every goddamn week.
I'm sick of it.
That's my
sick
job.
of it.
That's what I'm supposed to do.
You're not. You're supposed to be my friend.
I am your friend. You just have
Well,
several
I just have
issues.
a bad one, then.
I am not a very good friend. I am a friend, though. I didn't say what kind of friend I am. I did not specify.
We're allowed one Homer.
We already have one.
Always got a Simpsons reference.
Hashtag Simpsons references every week.
Yeah, so these WNA guys, right? Not big fans of them.
Not a big fan?
But they, you know, I don't know. They're a little weird, you know?
They are a little strange.
Cliff, out there, still don't know if Kurt Angle is his dad. I'm guessing he is.
I mean, he is black, so, I mean, he's got to be Kurt Angle's son.
I mean, I'm just, you know.
I mean, it's so obvious.
It's something,
That was the first thing I thought of when he said his son. I was like, oh, it's totally Jason Jordan.
And then he's saying that he was a forensics major. Craig, I don't know if you've noticed that, but forensic majors, I think Cliff was spending a couple of late nights in the morgue, if you know what I mean there.
I got what you're saying. Some Katie Vick action in there?
Yeah, yeah. Playing a little Triple H in there.
You know what's funny? He looks like a kind of guy who would be on like a Tyler Perry television show.
Why is that, Craig?
Absolutely nobody watched. No, nothing to do with race. Nothing to do with race.
From start to finish has nothing to do with race?
No.
Oh, okay.
He was actually on a Tyler Perry television show.
Oh, he was?
Yes.
I had no clue.
So that's why I said that. I don't know what the name of it was. But he didn't have a character name. He was just, like, the processor, something, the claims processor or something.
Does any Tyler Perry movie have any main characters or names to them?
It was a television show,
or
so
whatever.
I don't even know.
You know. And then Rob, he's very theatrical.
Rob's kind of like me. He kind of takes over their show and does 90% of the talking. No offense to you, Fred, but
none taken.
But that's what I do.
But I can't.
I like to talk over people.
I can't.
Anyway, so this is my thing here. So,
he was a theater major. He told us.
Who, Rob?
Yeah, he said that on his show.
Oh, theater. Oh.
I can see Rob like in those, you know, those plays that are like, you know, all men and all the men have to play women roles like Romeo and Juliet.
I see where you're going.
I can see Rob being like a Rapunzel type of guy back when he had hair.
I wonder if that's how Corey got into that kind of stuff.
Corey went to an all-girls school, Craig, so I don't think there was any issues on that front.
Oh, that's interesting that she went to an all-girls school.
Yeah.
She
squeaked by.
What do you mean by squeaked by?
Her grades.
Oh, okay.
Just that.
Not her sex, right?
She didn't have sex in school. That's disgusting.
They were all girls, obviously.
Lesbians.
All right,
Rob Hoss, I don't know what you're talking about. You're saying a manly chick. Are you saying that she's strong and brave?
He's talking about Corey. Yes, Corey.
Okay. I don't know where you come from, but when you say manly, do you mean spirited, strong animal? Then yes. I completely, 100% agree she is manly.
Absolutely, 100%.
A huge man.
She's such a woo man.
Woo man, when I look at her,
woo man,
she looks spicy.
I can't wait to meet her. Her.
She can't wait to meet you, Craig.
Her. Why is that?
I've talked a lot about you.
Uh-oh.
I've said some things.
Some gay stuff?
Some gay stuff. What?
Nothing.
We're not gay. We're happy. If you mean that, then I'm fucking gay as shit. Then that means because I'm super
this is such
fucking
a great moment. This is such a great moment, guys. It's coming out.
Coming out of the happy closet, Craig.
The gay closet?
No.
Well, you said gay man happy, so
no.
I think
I'd like to smoke some. Nah, well, cigarettes. Well, I'm not gonna go with that one. SummerSlam's right on the corner.
We're getting a little too. Wait, I missed the Periscope.
Rob Hoss.
Damn it, Periscope. Send that comment again.
Says we're a group of fags. Okay, we're not a group of cigarettes, so shut your mouth, Rob Hoss. You sound like a wrestler.
He does.
From like the South.
Any relation to Charlie Hoss?
Charlie Hoss.
Sorry.
Anyway.
Yeah, let's get into.
I'm just sick of them, and I can't wait till next week where we could finally face them.
Whoa! Who's here? Whoa. We have a guest.
Oh my god!
We have a guest.
Well, it's been a long time.
Wow! I don't think Jen's been on the podcast since before
Thanks,
the
John
live
Steven.
feed.
Sorry, Craig. What's up? It's Jen Rondello Dixon.
Thanks for joining, John.
She's back in the flesh.
I saw Fred drinking one of my cherry cokes.
Cherry Coke is very good.
It is.
Jen used to be a frequent guest on our podcast before we started doing the live video. Probably, episode 30-ish somewhere around there?
No, she was probably in the 20s.
20s?
We used to sit on the couch and my ass would go sore.
Unfortunately, we don't have a mic for you.
Done to my basement.
Is that right?
This is our setup. This is our weekly setup, Jen. Where have you been?
We could share these golden phallic objects together.
This is director's chair if you want to move all that baby formula.
Yeah, take a seat if you want.
There's folding chairs in the corner.
The baby monitor. We have so much technology around.
Don't give me the baby. Don't put it next to the computer.
No, you're gonna mess up the sound.
You're gonna mess up the sound.
It's alright. It's alright.
Alright, we're good.
Yeah, so, I'm just... we'll move on, but I'm just sick of the NWA guys. I can't wait till next week.
Oh, yes,
where we can finally face them head to head, Craig, where it's finally... We're going to take on these stupid losers!
It's all going to come to a head. Hey, say what's up, Jen.
Hi.
Huh?
It's slow. How do you see yourself?
Oh, it's like a 5-second delay. Why don't you grab a chair?
Like Edge and Christian.
I told you, there's folding chairs in the corner.
Yeah, we're a little tight, but we'll move over.
So...
Yeah.
So we got a list of topics we need to go through, so we might as well start jumping into them. We're not going to recap everything that happened the last 2 weeks that we missed, but we're going to touch on the big stuff. So let's talk about...
I'm fine with touching big stuff. What? Just the topics. Jeez.
Yeah, just
Jeez Louise.
Holy Kazam.
Oh my god.
Do
people
Joseph.
watch this? Are people watching this?
We have 2 viewers on Periscope, and we have 5 viewers on Facebook Live.
Nobody who's really here.
Because we're doing this midnight.
Can you get a chair or something?
No.
This is gonna be too annoying.
I'm not.
There's a folding chair.
Out.
Well, you're pissing me off.
You're making a run-in?
You're making a run-in?
Yes.
All right.
Someone's got to run in.
Say hi to Jonathan. He's been asking me. Hi, Jonathan.
Hey, Jonathan.
Talking to the mic. They won't hear it on the audio podcast.
He doesn't. Nobody has to hear me.
All right.
Well, hey, Jonathan.
Hey, Jonathan Lopez. What's up?
Hi.
What up, homie? So SummerSlam.
You sound like Shinsuke. Yeah, so here, do you want to take this? I don't need this.
That's awesome.
What is it?
I don't need this.
Oh.
Yeah, so what we're doing is that, NXT TakeOver and SummerSlam. The SummerSlam weekend is right around the corner.
Yeah, we have a big weekend. It's kind of
hard to believe.
We have a big weekend next week. Friday, we're going to be recording our SummerSlam joint show with the Wrestling Nerds Alliance. Hopefully that actually comes together. I don't know if that will. I'm still in my own. I have my own doubts that it's actually going to happen for some reason. I want it to happen. I'm like, it's not. It's going to fall apart.
I mean, it has nothing to do with. Someone's going to Raw and SmackDown at the SummerSlam. That's cool.
Nice.
That should be some really good shows.
So you're from the area. You're from New York, right? Lovely seeing you at the gay bar last night. God damn it, Fred.
What gay bar? I went to Glutterby by accident, people. They had a 2-for-1 strawberry daiquiri special. I love sugar. I can't help it, people.
Fred loves his sweets.
I love the salty rim, and I just can't take it. So, just let it go, people. I'm sick of that. Everything happens to me. Everything that I do in my life always gets misconstrued in a fucking sick way, and it's not. I'm done. I'm seriously done.
Are we twins? No, we are not twins. Do we
look like twins?
We don't look alike at all.
Are we twinning?
Are we twin? Hashtag twin.
I think we look like twins.
No.
Well, if you mean by our terrible facial hair, then yeah, I guess we are kind of twins. This is the best we can do here.
Our mouths are twins.
You
Oh.
wish. No, we're not twins. We are not related at all. We were born a month apart, though.
That is true. I always forget that.
Yeah, me too. So let's jump into our first topic here on our docket. We have
a smorgasbord of
going
topics.
to SummerSlam. We were scheduled to have Bayley challenging Alexa Bliss for the Raw Women's Championship, but 2 weeks ago on Monday Night Raw, Bayley had a singles match with Nia Jax, and she blew out her shoulder. And Bayley is now officially out of SummerSlam. And I like Bayley a lot. Jen's wearing her Bayley shirt as we speak. But since she got called up to the main roster, I'm sorry, she's really fallen off the radar for me. She's been really pathetic on the mic. Her matches have been okay, I would say. Nothing to write home about. And I actually think this injury might be a blessing in disguise for her.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, just because, it's always good to get us some break, and I think that, maybe some people need a break from her. I think a lot of, she may not be a Charlotte, per se, or maybe a Sasha Banks. I'm not saying she's a bad wrestler. She's a good wrestler, for sure. But, obviously, like, Charlotte's way above in the next echelon.
Charlotte's definitely superior.
What she always had was that, the crowd behind her and just that emotions behind her. And maybe with this, she had... Maybe it's because of this, what's been happening, like you said, that she's not being that great on the mic. That, as some of that luster's gone, and maybe some time apart will make us rekindle that fire.
Yeah, sometimes, as unfortunate as getting an injury, especially when you're going into a big program at a big pay-per-view, is unfortunate. It's also sometimes, as I said, is a blessing in disguise where... people, sometimes, absence makes the heart grow fonder. Mm-hmm. People, get excited for your return. It happened with Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins was getting kind of complacent about a year or two ago, and he got injured in that house show against Kane, blew out his knee. He went away, and then it built up his return from when he attacked Roman Reigns at that pay-per-view that we were covering several months ago. So, sometimes... Yeah. It's a good refresher to get people invested in you again. Her disappearing will be fine. And the good thing is, I don't think it's that serious where we need to worry about, now she's going to be out for a year. So, she'll be back in a couple months.
Yeah, Nia Jax, she got hurt, and then Nia Jax, fell on her.
Yeah.
And then just made it worse.
Oh my god, yeah.
That. It's the worst person to fall on you.
Yeah, she held her up with that, what is that, that backwards surfboard thing, that standing surfboard thing?
I forgot, I
don't know what it's called.
Mommy's watching.
That's true.
Hi, Donna.
Donna is watching.
Donna is watching. Hi, Don.
She's making sure I'm behaving.
Well, he's not. So...
Mother's boy.
Aww.
He'll come back. So she'll come back, and it'll... And the good thing is they have this Bayley and Sasha Banks program already. They've laid the seedlings for it. It's going to build to some kind of confrontation between the two. That's what we've been talking about a lot the last couple months.
Do we know how long she's out for?
I don't know. I'm assuming a month or two. I don't know how bad it is. Although I did read reports today that it could be long term. I don't know. I don't know what. I don't know what this. I don't really know what the actual time frame is for that. I don't think it's announced yet, but. WWE. They'll say it's 8 months and she'll be back in 3 months. They always do that.
Well, they always rush back anyway.
They rush back and then they lie about the severity of the injury.
Get hurt again.
Yeah, and then they get hurt again. Exactly.
Yeah.
It's just the way of wrestling. That's the way they go. It's that whole mentality of being super tough and always I have to be there and stuff. And I think they're better over the years. I think that people are making sure that their injuries, that they nurse them more. I think, it's not back in the 90s anymore where really every show counted and you had to be there. Bayley's merch will be fine.
Yes.
Obviously. She will be getting good paychecks and stuff. Exactly. Like Jen's shirt, she will keep wearing it and nothing will stop her.
She's a hugger. She just shouldn't talk.
She's a hugger.
That is
exactly.
That is very
true. She's not a talker.
Don't
She's
talk.
a hugger.
Yeah.
Jen says she shouldn't talk, and I completely agree.
Do what you've done best.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You can look good, but you can't talk. Sorry.
You can look, but you can't smell.
What?
For butt.
And the good thing is the program can continue with just Sasha now. I think the obvious thing is this week going to Raw, we're gonna have they did some semifinal matches for the new number one contender, and now it's gonna be Sasha versus Nia Jax. It was kind of obvious those two were gonna win those matches, which made it very predictable, which I don't like. But now it's gonna go into the last match, and Sasha's gonna win.
Last minute booking.
Sasha's definitely gonna win. There's no way they're doing Nia Jax now. No way. No way.
No.
You don't think so, huh?
No. Well, she would be facing a heel. It would be a heel versus heel match then.
They've kind of teased a little bit dissension between the two,
It's
but
too
not
early,
maybe
though.
not. Yeah, maybe I don't know. I see Alexa Bliss coming out of SummerSlam, possibly with the championship still. So
Yeah, me too.
so maybe Nia Jax will fit in the picture. I mean,
maybe.
it's hard for her too, but she will try.
It's not hard for her because she's giant.
Oh, that's what I meant. Duh. Shit, I ruined that joke.
I saved you. That's what I'm here for. Save the jokes.
That's right. I don't know what I'm talking about half the time. So, I mean, maybe possibly that, builds the, Sasha Bayley, program come Royal Rumble time, perhaps, when Bayley finally comes back. Maybe, give us something to work with. Here,
Yeah.
So that'd be good. Jason Jordan, I'm sorry, I didn't know if we had to talk more about that. Do you want to talk more about that?
Jason Jordan?
Just, I don't know, I just was going down the list. We
yeah.
don't have to talk about that right
You
away.
want to talk about Jason Jordan? I mean, he had a segment on Miz TV 2 weeks ago, so it looks like he's going to go into a program with The Miz at SummerSlam. I don't think it's announced yet, but I'm assuming it's for the Intercontinental title.
Yeah, I'm sure.
That's kind of the direction they've been going in this week. And this week, Jason Jordan fought a Canadian wrestler in Canada, which
Jean-Pierre Goulet.
which was
What
a stupid goddamn move. Like, let's put the Canadian fans in a pro USA wrestler. Let's put them against a local jobber because that'll go over well in Toronto, dumbasses.
Right, and where Toronto is already like a weird, fucked up kind of town.
Bizarro World, Fred?
Bizarro World.
Oh my gosh!
Jesus Christ!
Oh yeah, Bayley got booed this past week on Raw too in
Toronto.
Toronto.
That's right. Yeah.
And of course, Corey Graves dropped the Bizarro World thing, which I fucking hate when they do that.
Yeah. That was definitely Vince in the head. It's like, say it, damn it, say it.
Shut
I know Corey Graves wasn't saying that shit.
Make sure they know it's weird there.
Make sure you know. Yeah.
But yeah, so Jordan lost to Kobe or LeBron. Neither. I'm a Jordan guy.
Jordan, baby. We're 90s kids.
Yeah, I don't watch basketball at all.
Yeah. Well, you're more of a Larry Bird kind of guy now.
Yeah, I was a Larry Bird guy.
That's
because I was a Celtics fan.
Right, exactly. So.
So what else we got? We talked about Jordan a little bit. I don't really have a lot to talk about. Do you have anything to talk about, really?
I see a lot of early Kurt Angle in him.
Early Kurt Angle?
Where he's, trying to act like a good guy, but I could totally see him being a heel. Being so nice looking, that he's a heel.
Well,
I don't know, because think of early Kurt Angle. Early
Kurt Angle was like a goofy heel, though. That was the best part about it.
No, I'm not talking even about that. I'm talking about when he first joined, when he first came in 99. When he was cutting the triple I.
Well, he was supposed to be a face too, which is like a thing everybody forgets for that.
Right, exactly. So
would Jordan turn on his dad? I don't know.
It seems like that.
Messi Muse says he should be a heel. Yeah, well, I think. Maybe
he could pull it off, I think.
I mean, maybe if the idea was to get the Canadian fans to boo him by having him wrestling a Canadian jobber, then maybe they are planting the seeds for that. I mean...
Well, here's the thing, is that with Jordan...
It's possible.
He's in a hard place, because let's take the kind of the weirdness of the storyline out of the way, where, Kurt Angle's his fucking dad!
Right. So,
and he's
absolutely
white.
Bonkers.
But anyway...
Say that shit to me.
Right. So, it's like, you're never going to be the popular guy when your dad is, like, the coach or, the boss and stuff like that. You're going to be, like, that guy that's, like, he's, like, above everybody else because he's your dad, and
right.
He gets to make the matches, he gets to make the rules. I don't know. I think You know what I mean? Like, kind of that mentality where it's like, you know...
He's getting preferential treatment because
right,
his dad is, like, the GM. Like,
they think about that back in your, like, life, you know, when you think of that stuff, you know?
Yeah.
You know, people are always like, oh, yeah, because his dad is on, you know, the coach or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, everyone always hated that type of kid.
Yeah.
And now...
No, I was on a
a
baseball team where that was the exact thing. The coach's son was the worst player on the team. Our team was awesome. And he started him at shortstop every day, and I played shortstop, so it pissed me off.
Just before we go on, I just want to say hello to Renee out there. She is in Hawaii right now on her honeymoon.
Aloha, Renee.
She's watching the WWP. God knows what time it is.
You just got married, didn't you?
Yeah, she just got married last week, and
congrats.
now they are somewhere, I think, in Maui. So I don't know what goddamn time
Maui,
it is there,
wowie, baby.
but they're probably enjoying the sun while we're here late night. Anyway, just wanted to give a shout out.
All right, cool. Shout outs. We got some shout outs we got to do at the end of the show.
Yeah,
True that.
Make sure you say something to Jonathan when you do your shout outs.
Okay, well, we did already, so I'm not doing that again.
Do it again. Yes, okay.
So let's talk about 2 weeks ago, man. We had a number one contenders match on SmackDown for the WWE Championship match against Jinder Mahal at SummerSlam, and it was John Cena versus Shinsuke Nakamura. I kind of alluded to this 2 weeks ago. I had a feeling that Shinsuke was going to win. I don't know where I got that feeling from, but that's exactly what happened. It was a great free TV match. I loved every second of it. The crowd was hot. It felt like an important show. It made the whole show feel important. And aside from the scary bump that John Cena took, I thought it was maybe one of the best free TV matches they've given away this year. I thought it was very entertaining.
Yeah, I think I was re-listening to one of the older shows, and we were kind of like bitching about how this was going to be a free TV match, and I think as time went on, I kind of was like accepting of it, and I think that, you know, it was nice to actually have that match. I don't think we're going to have that match again anytime soon or ever.
Maybe never again.
Yeah, so I'm thinking about it more.
Kind of like when Hogan fought Brock Lesnar on that SmackDown.
Oh, right.
Remember
Yeah,
that?
that was a good match.
It was a great match.
Yeah.
It was like a bloody match, like he killed Hogan, but it was the only time Lesnar and Hogan ever wrestled, and it was awesome.
Right, exactly. So I'm kind of like made my way about it. I mean, it was a great moment type of thing where
definitely a great moment. Yeah,
yeah. We've had some great moments. I'll give it to them. We've had some really good moments in the last 2 weeks. I think even wrestling in general this week has been really good.
Wrestling's been good the last couple weeks. I can't complain. And of course,
surprisingly,
we don't do an episode when the episodes are good. But it is the Wretched Wrestling Podcast. We like to record when we're upset. So there wasn't actually a lot to be upset about this week.
Exactly. And 2 weeks ago we had a little bit of a crazy show. We're taming it down this week. We're charging up for the big mega show next week.
Yeah, so we have a big showdown with the Wrestling Nerd Alliance next week that we will definitely. Guys, just stay tuned to our Twitter feed and the Wretched and the Wrestling Nerds Alliance. Maybe we should call it the Wretched Nerds Alliance.
They are pretty fucking wretched.
Yeah.
Half the time I'm like,
we're doing a Super Slam show. I should call it, right?
Yeah,
it's super. It's
a summer shit. So
summer shit.
You know it's going to be a shit show. Probably.
So yeah, stay tuned for that, guys. Next week. The reports about the Cena Nakamura finish was that originally the booking was going to be that Baron Corbin was going to interfere and try to cost Nakamura the match and hit him, but inadvertently help Nakamura win, and then that would start the feud with him and Cena. But it was actually, the reports that I've read is that John Cena actually turned down that, and he said, no, I want to put him over clean. So,
that's interesting.
As much shit as I've given John Cena over the last 10 years, I gotta give the dude props. He's starting to put people over without making himself look like fucking Super Cena. And even Cena cut his promo this week. He even said, I'm Super Cena, and I lost clean. No referee distraction, no outside interference, no turnbuckles exposed. I lost. And I have to raise the guy's hand. So I thought that was actually really good. Cena he not only put him over in a match, he also put him over in a great promo the next week.
I think it's just like time. I don't know how he was backstage ever. I mean, I know he won a lot, and he went over a lot of people that killed us for years. But I think he's kind of like he's going into the sunset, into the horizon.
Oh no, Tyler woke up.
Damn it!
Sorry, Jen. I'm sure it's our fault.
Yeah, probably.
Hi, Tyler. Love you. That's my son, guys. Don't think that's weird.
Yeah, who's hitting on the dudes now?
Hitting on my son. So yeah, wearing a shirt. I don't wear this for any reason. It's not Walking Dead. It's Walking Dad. Get it?
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
See that? See, it's a little hashtag dad jokes.
Yeah,
Rob, you know what that's about.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hashtag your fucking crucified body. He's fucking done, dude. Rob from the Wrestling Nerds Alliance. He's done, dude.
You know what? He might be Rob with 2 B's, but to me, he's Rob with 1 B because that second B. Leave off the last B for bitch.
Oh.
I don't know why I did flick the money. Is there a stripper there? Like, what's happening?
Yeah, maybe Rob is a stripper. He's a little bitch. That's why, you know.
Thank you, Messy Muse on Periscope for saying, "Oh, I needed some backup on my O's."
Thank you, my friend.
So I just thought that was interesting that John Cena decided to put him over rather than giving it the bullshit Vince McMahon, like, oh, you know, shenanigans 50-50 booking bullshit ending that would have tainted a big victory for Nakamura. So I'm glad Cena just said, no, fuck it, I'll put him over.
I wouldn't have actually minded that finish, though. Because it would have set up Cena and Baron at SummerSlam. It would have made sense, I guess, too.
Baron came out and attacked both of them anyway, so it kind of worked out anyway.
It worked out anyway.
Yeah.
All right, that's good, though.
Yeah, so I don't know. I liked it. Thanks for all of our new viewers on Periscope who just joined. I saw 3 or 4 people just joined. Thanks for
follow us, please.
We are the Wretched Wrestling
podcast. Terrible at plugs tonight.
I can't. No, it's not even plugs. It's my own show. I don't know the goddamn name of it. I called it the Wrestling Wretched Podcast last week. You remember that?
Yeah,
2 weeks ago.
But that you were drunk. That now
I was
now
very
you're just
drunk.
being weird.
Yeah, now I'm all coked up.
Yeah, it's crazy motherfucker over here.
All right, so next thing on our docket is
the WNA is hash, and I'm gonna smoke them.
Ooh,
bitch. Ooh. Moist.
So the next thing on our list of topics to talk about is the partial Shield reunion between Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose. Fred, what are your thoughts on this one? I thought the developments this week were a little weak, but maybe that was just me.
Oh, you don't think it was good? I don't know.
I thought it was better 2 weeks ago, but...
well, it's only so much you can, like, kind of do the whole, I gotta help you, but I don't want your help. And how many times are they going to be like, stay away from me before it's time to, like, you gotta, like, move it along at some point, I guess. But, that's the problem with there's only so much you can do. I mean, or what they are doing. They can't repeat it every week now.
Yeah.
I don't know where you go.
I guess ultimately it'll happen at SummerSlam.
Yeah, I want to believe that it won't. That someone will fuck over the other person, which I think would make a bigger impact. Yeah. But then again, it's SummerSlam, and I don't know for sure because they like to go with those good moments. So I don't know necessarily if that's going to be true.
We held a poll on Twitter a couple days ago.
Did anyone respond?
Yeah, no, we had about like 20 responses, I think, and the question was, what do you think happens with this Shield reunion that's happening right now? And the choices are: A, you think Dean Ambrose is going to turn on Rollins; B was Rollins is going to turn on Ambrose; and C was that neither and Roman Reigns will eventually join down the line. Surprisingly, that choice came in second, which I wasn't actually thinking. I didn't think a lot of people thought Roman was going to get involved in it, but apparently that is a very common... I guess people want it to happen. I guess that's...
Yeah.
But, I mean, with resounding victory, everybody seems to think Dean Ambrose is turning heel here, and I tend to agree.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's just, like, the people on Twitter that have kind of, like, annoyed me to the point where now I don't think this is going to happen, because everyone's like, Silverstone! And I'm like, okay, yeah, I don't want it at this point, because everyone's being fucking faggots about it. But, Alpha, Beta, Omega, shithead. I mean, what if I really were to step back and take this out and be like, well, Shield would be cool. It would be cool if the Shield came back. First of all, how does Roman even fit in? Because they haven't had any interaction with Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
2,
I don't know
what does this
Roman
even
anymore.
do for anybody besides get some people excited for a little while? I don't see this even making sense anymore at this point. Where, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense, and I think a bigger impact. Because both of these guys, I feel, have been stale since SummerSlam. Dean Ambrose has been stale for a while. I feel like Seth Rollins needs something since Triple H. And, you know...
I mean, this has worked so far, though. The two of them
definitely.
hinting, like, trust issues and stuff, and, like,
definitely.
One of them trusts him, the other one doesn't. Like, I've liked it. It's been good. Like, I haven't cared about a goddamn thing that Dean Ambrose has done since...
Brock Lesnar?
Before Brock Lesnar, I want to say, because that feud was terrible, too.
That
was the
terrible.
beginning of the bad Dean Ambrose, when he started bringing that cart around with him, when he was collecting the weapons, like a little child with his, like, his little basket of toys. Like,
I think when he won the world title, like, the next night, that's when I started to hate him again. Or I hate him.
Yeah.
Because remember he did that, I left it in the taxi by accident, I almost did it.
Yeah, his first televised moment as champion since winning it. He almost leaves his title on the cab. Oh, he's crazy. He should be in the
almost forgot it.
Shut the fuck up. It's so goddamn stupid. Just
because a guy like Stone Cold Steve Austin, he was a rebellious. Exactly, he was a rebellious guy.
Yes.
But do you think he would fucking remotely do that to the world title?
No.
He put his body on the line and killed himself for it. You know, and it's
like they can't make up what they want Dean Ambrose to be. Do they want him to be the goofy Mankind, like the goofy Mankind with the sock puppet, not the early Mankind when he was creepy, but when the goofy one, where he's like, talking like that all the time? Or if they want him to be fucking Brian Pillman, loose cannon, pick one. Don't fucking Tinder between the two of them.
Mankind didn't even do that.
No, Mankind had two separate parts of his career.
Alter egos, at least.
Alter egos, but he wasn't goofy 1 second and then crazy the next. He was just goofy for many years.
Right.
But before that, he was crazy.
What's up, guy? I can't read well over here. So
Dean is cool in my book. I like the dude. Don't get me wrong.
I'm trying, but I liked
his
very
work in the
complacent.
Shield. I liked his initial, stuff right after the Shield when he was feuding with Rollins the first time around. But
I say this that Lumberjack was the only Lumberjack I've ever liked.
Yeah,
where I'm like, that's a really good match.
That main event a pay-per-view or was that a Raw?
It was a co-main event. I don't think it main evented a pay-per-view.
Okay. Yeah, they had a Hell in a Cell match that main evented the pay-per-view when Lesnar was WWE champion. That was really good, too. I have liked Dean Ambrose in the past. It's just, he's been treading water since, I want to say, the Brock Lesnar feud going into Mania last year. I think that's when it started. And then he got his ass kicked by Lesnar. Okay, I get it's Lesnar, but at the same time, it was a 10-minute match. He got his ass kicked the whole match and lost. And then I'm supposed to take him as a credible world title holder, when he cashed in Money in the Bank. I thought his feuds have been really weak the last year, but that's just me.
I think now, and I'm trying to
okay, so he likes tough and rough Dean, but not
exactly. We do too.
Dean.
We love that. That's why we liked him in the Shield.
Yeah, I don't like Dean. I don't like Dean when he's acting like a dumbass. He's unwatchable.
The hard part, I think, for these three guys is that everybody loves the Shield so much that it's there's this thing lingering in the background that no one can seem to get past. It's like having an ex-girlfriend but not getting closure. You know, it's one of those things where it's you want the best for them, but then again, you have this thing that was really cool, and you didn't want it to end, but now it has ended, and you can't get past it.
I do think that
it's like a block.
I do think they ended the Shield too early, because they were around for 2 years, but 90% of their reign was as heels, and they had only really turned face against Evolution at the very end, and that was it. And then as soon as that feud ended, as Batista went back to doing movies, and then it was just Randy Orton left.
Yeah.
Then they just they pulled the trigger on breaking up the whole group, and I feel like they never really got. I feel like this is partially merchandise driven. If they come out with some Shield shirts, they'll sell like fucking hotcakes again. They will.
Yeah, of course.
They were barely faces as when they were the initial version of the Shield. So I feel like they get them to come out together. They get them to come out to that music with the Sierra Hotel, all that shit. I think it'll be a money grab, but I ultimately I don't think it'll last long. Maybe a month, if that. Maybe it doesn't even last longer than a night. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of just want something different for them. I don't know if going back even is going to be helpful. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a viewer, Roman sucks, but he could make a match worth watching. WWE is just okay now. Yeah, well, yeah, that's why we call it the Wretched Wrestling Podcast, because we do have a lot of complaints here.
Yeah, Josh Peck saying that he was even boring as the champion. Yeah, what we were touching on is that exactly that. He was either like trying to be goofy or he was boring and stuff, and yeah, it just wasn't happening. So
how do you be boring as a WWE champion? It's
supposed to be like a great moment, but I don't know.
It's supposed to be a great moment. It's supposed to be the moment when you like get into your character. I mean, Samoa Joe didn't even. It's supposed to be a great moment. It's supposed to be the moment when you. The fuck just happened?
That was weird.
That was very weird. Sorry about that, guys. Samoa Joe never even won the title, but when he got elevated to that main event program, he just seemed like way more interesting. That like once you get in a title program, that's when you should bring your A material. And I felt like Dean Ambrose, when he got his champion, he was just kind of complacent and just like, well, I earned my place, so I'm just gonna fucking be on neutral for the rest of the time. Like,
yeah, I wasn't excited for like what's next. I didn't see a what's next. I wasn't really feeling it. I was like, what the hell is he gonna do now? I don't know. As
soon as he wanted, I wanted him to drop it. That's how quickly I
he had that moment at Money in the Bank, and that was pretty much it. So,
next thing on our items, we got Roman and Braun had a last man standing match this past week on Raw.
They main evented Raw this past week in Toronto. Man, these guys have some great chemistry.
They really do.
What else can I say that people haven't said already is crazy, They say Joe's super hungry. I mean, he is hungry because he's fat, but I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, he's about to take over Raw. I totally agree. I think
he was the best part of the match. He wasn't the best part of that match, excuse me. But
it was the end of the match.
The great end of the match was that. I totally forgot about him.
He wasn't on the show at all.
He wasn't on the show. He wasn't mentioned, maybe briefly. I don't remember. I don't remember him being mentioned at all. All of a sudden, I thought Roman got attacked by a fan. I'm like, holy shit, it's Joe. I popped, man. It was awesome. It was a really good moment for him.
Yeah, it was a really good moment.
In front of a rabid crowd, too. I think that was a really good momentum for him.
And he helped Braun get the victory, too. So Braun Strowman has absolutely dominated the match, at least winning and losing the matches between him and Roman. So I've liked this program, but and I do think that the Roman and Braun chemistry is like surprising to begin with, because they're two, they're big guys. Like, they're not. We have SmackDown. Lana just showed up on the TV.
We're obsessed with Lana's theme, and her
theme song
entrance.
is amazing. It's amazing.
That's all there is. This is like the 10 seconds she comes to the ring, and that's it.
And then she wrestles, and I want to kill myself. So I don't know. Like, I just don't know how they like. I'm assuming this feud is pretty much over between Braun and Strowman for the most part. I mean, how many more times can they have like a fucking crazy like ambulance match, a last man standing match? They've had all these other fucking matches. Like, maybe they'll
have like a Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn type rivalry where they always kind of like hate each other, fight forever type of thing, and they always kind of come full circle somewhere. Who knows? I mean, it would be cool to have that.
I do think that ultimately that Roman Reigns is due for a huge victory over him down the line. And
I'm surprised it hasn't happened already.
Yeah, I'm wondering if maybe that even happens. Maybe it happens this Sunday, this upcoming Sunday.
Possibly.
Next Sunday.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know if it's not elimination. Oh, it's not elimination. That's right.
It's Fatal 4-Way. Alright, so we talked about a couple of the matches going into SummerSlam. Let's talk about quickly some of the other matches that we haven't talked about.
I don't really know much anything else.
We didn't really talk about the Fatal 4-Way much. We only talked about the individual guys in it. But I'm kind of having trouble trying to figure it out. I don't know what we're going to do next week on our joint show with the Wrestling Nerds. So, I might want to do our predictions now. Because, we might not have time for predictions. I don't know where we're going.
Might not. I don't know.
But we could always talk about it a second time and maybe elaborate more. There'll be another week of programming for us to digest as well.
Yeah, that's true. Also.
This is maybe one of the hardest championship matches to call ever, because I could see all four guys winning this match. There's not one guy I don't see winning.
Yeah,
I see one scenario of every single guy winning the match.
I'm pissed because I listened to those Wrestling Damn Nerds guys, and Cliff, of all people, he had a really good idea of who he thinks would win and how they would win that I kind of envisioned myself, so now I sound like a fucking poser.
Poser
is basically that Braun and Roman take each other out, leaving Joe and Brock to finally have a final thing there where Joe finally maybe gets the comeuppance against Brock and maybe becomes champion.
That's totally feasible. Yeah, I could definitely see that scenario where like Braun and Roman like fight each other enough to like it spills to the outside and they're just like not in the ring anymore. What does Josh say?
The live feed is for Facebook is choppy. Okay.
Well, we're using
guys.
We're using an old iPad, so it's probably that fault.
Yeah.
We're on Periscope. If you look at our Twitter feed, you'll see our Periscope thing on the top of the page. It's the same video feed, different angle, slightly different. This one probably has my better side. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to tell. I mean, there is one more week going in. I do feel like they built up Roman last 2 weeks ago because he beat Joe, right?
Yeah,
he beat Joe in a singles match, or is that 3 weeks ago? I don't know. They built up
whatever it was.
No, Roman won the triple threat. They had a triple threat match with all three minus Lesnar.
Right.
And Roman won that one. Then this week they made Braun look strong. So it's like, who's left? Is Joe going to look strong on Sunday and Joe interfered at the end of this match? I don't know. And there's always a chance that Lesnar could just fucking retain. It might be in his contract for all we know. So I guess
possible.
I guess we won't do predictions because I don't really know yet.
Yeah, let's give it one more week. I think. First.
Yeah,
I gotta get that last week of programming in to finally decide. I feel like WWE kind of decides the last week.
Yeah,
like
definitely.
If you're a loser in the last week, you're probably a winner on the pay-per-view.
Definitely.
So, I mean, it's SummerSlam, people.
Yeah, SummerSlam. So
I don't know. I'm really excited about the 4-way match.
4-way match is gonna be great.
But now I'm looking at this fucking show, and
the card's not impressive,
and I'm not feeling Randy Orton versus Rusev. Really, dude?
Yeah, the card.
No,
Randy Orton.
No.
By the way, I was going to talk about this briefly, but now that you talked about it, like, you know what I love? Like, when a feud is finally over. You know what I mean? Like, the Jinder Mahal Randy Orton feud, like, it ended, and we're like, all right,
it's done.
It's finally done. And then, you have that, like, moment where you're like, I wonder what the two guys are going to do next. Because if they're two prominent guys on the show, like Jinder Mahal, the champion, and Randy Orton, like, a probable Hall of Famer, like...
Right.
Like, you know they're going to go into something next. They're not going to just disappear like Dolph Ziggler.
They have to have a match.
They have to have something at SummerSlam.
They have to be there.
So, like, Jinder moves on into a program because he's already the champion, so he's going to fight a new number one contender. Fine. But, like, what happens to Randy Orton then? And then it's just so random. Like, Rusev comes out, he's all pissed about losing, and he's pissed that that people don't like him because he's from Bulgaria. And then Randy Orton just comes out, and he's like, hey, you talking shit about United States? I got nothing to do with SummerSlam. Why don't you and me go? I'm like, so you basically just said, like, hey, man, listen, I really like the paycheck for SummerSlam. I'm not doing anything. You're not doing anything. Let's make this shit happen. You know what I mean? It's just like... It
just motivates me to really want to see this match.
I know. It's so random
really riveting.
And so boring. Like, I couldn't care less about a feud that they just said, well, I'm not wrestling. I'm free. Like, okay, so you're just wrestling because you have nothing else to do, right? Cool. That's gonna make me buy this pay-per-view.
Fucking weak. At least make something where, like, I've seen work.
He fucked his wife.
Like, right?
Something.
I'll take it.
Yeah, why not?
You know, just like something that makes me even.
Why
like,
couldn't
remotely
Randy Orton
get invested
hit on
into
Lana backstage? Like, that could have been it. That could have been the beginning of it.
You want to see the Viper?
Sure.
Never mind.
Clash. Yeah, I don't know, man. I just hate. I couldn't give two fucks I couldn't give two fucks of a fuck. I can't even say my sentences.
Yeah, the rest of the card, I'm just like, eh.
Yeah, I just don't care. John Cena versus Baron Corbin. I mean, I know Cena has to wrestle on the card. Corbin's Money in the Bank holder, so he needs to be on the card too. He needs to stay relevant. But do you care? I don't care.
Nah,
I don't care.
Even Josh is saying, like, I think I brought this up a while back because would Braun win the title and Roman's big, Craig suggested win be beating him for the title at some point, maybe Royal Rumble. I kind of thought at some point, maybe Roman would get his Roman would get his big win somewhere. And,
Roman's definitely
if he's supposed to be in the world title picture still at WrestleMania, they'll make it happen somehow.
Oh yeah,
he still needs that victory over Braun Strowman. At the end of the day, whether we like it or not.
Well,
I can't see that being like no, we're good. Roman doesn't need to win ever.
Here's my theory. Okay? We have maybe Joe or Roman win the title at SummerSlam. Not Roman, I'm sorry. Joe or Braun win the title at SummerSlam. So then whoever has the title has it for a couple months. Then, I don't know, towards the end of the year, so maybe TLC pay-per-view or early 2018, Royal Rumble, the main event WWE title match is then, I'm going to say Braun, because then maybe Braun loses it to Strowman there, and then maybe Lesnar wins the Royal Rumble that year, and then what sets up, I think it's going to ultimately be that original plan, which I've hated, is Lesnar versus Roman, because guess what? They had that match already, but Roman didn't win that match, so they have to fix that. Of course, they have to fix it. Of course,
because why not? But I mean, who gives a fuck?
It's like the John Cena curse. Like, if you beat John Cena at a pay-per-view, that means you're going to lose to him 3 more times. Like, it's just it has to happen. So he didn't win, so he's got to beat him. Yeah. That's how I see how this goes. Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the card's not that. It's not that solid. Like, I like Finn Balor. I love Finn Balor. He's one of my favorite guys. But I mean, him versus Bray Wyatt, dude. I'm so over Bray Wyatt now. I have not cared about him in a long time.
I just want to see, like, the Demon King come back. So
yeah,
that's the only reason why I like this feud, I guess, of some sort. I don't really like it, but I just know that I'm going to get to see the Demon King again. That's pretty much what I like.
Demon King, it's a good part of his character. He hasn't done it since he first wrestled for the WWE Universal title, the first match.
Right, yeah. He hasn't brought it back at all.
Yeah, so that's been over a year. No, it's been a year, actually, to the day. Pretty much. Yeah. He's done it. So that'll be cool. But I mean, who gives a shit about Bray Wyatt in this feud?
I don't,
right?
I feel really motivated to talk about that.
I know. The card's not that good. I'm hoping AJ Styles and Kevin Owens is better than it has been. At least Shane McMahon will be a special guest referee. Maybe that'll change it up a bit. Maybe Shane turns heel. I could see that.
Really?
You know, like, why not? I mean, like, you have two authority figures on SmackDown, and Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon. Like, why do they both need to be faces? Like, they should have them. Like, they should have a good cop and a bad cop. Maybe turn Shane McMahon heel. Like, maybe he fucks over AJ. But what I've been reading now is that it's probably not going to happen. But I've been reading now they're going to start building up for next WrestleMania. Guess what?
What?
Shane McMahon's next opponent is going to be Kevin Owens next year. That's the new rumor. Shane McMahon is taking a wrestling match away from an actual performer and wrestling a good wrestler 2 pay-per-views in a row.
Man,
two
God
WrestleManias.
Damn you.
Supposedly.
It just never fucking ends with this guy, man.
Never ends.
It's lost its luster. I mean, you know, I get it with The Undertaker, I guess. Fucking fine, I guess there's a Hell in a Cell, but goddamn, like, I was pissed already about the AJ Styles match last year, and now I'm really gonna be pissed off that you gotta fucking squeeze your way in that one.
Yeah. It's just a rumor, so, and you know, we can play by ear. I mean, but look at the TV right now. I mean, they're definitely building up to this.
Yeah, I mean, if it was that like a SmackDown themed pay-per-view in the fall, alright, I'd take it, you know? Not a WrestleMania.
Not a WrestleMania, definitely not.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Yeah, the card, it's just weak. Big Show versus Big Cass, it's gonna be garbage with fucking Enzo's gonna be in a shark cage.
Yeah.
What?
No, nothing. Nothing. I'm listening to you.
Nah, that was all I had to say.
Yeah, what's up with the shark cage, dude? I guess because he's been interfering in the matches, but he's like a little twerp. I mean, just kick him out of the ring.
Yeah, and by the way, why is this a gimmick that they're suddenly using all the time now? They hadn't used it. With Jericho. They hadn't used it in like 20 fucking years, and now all of a sudden, this is the third time in the last year that they've used this gimmick.
I hate that when they like forget about something and like, oh yeah, let's just do it 1,000 times now.
Yeah, like, I can't wait for next month's Punjabi prison match.
right, yeah, you know.
Neville versus Tozawa.
It made sense with fucking Chris Jericho when they did it because he interfered in every fucking match and let Kevin Owens win.
Yeah.
It made sense. Cass, I don't feel it, honestly. So.
You like
it's
stuff?
It's all good.
Yeah, I mean, we've lost all direction here. So that's pretty much SummerSlam. There's a couple other matches. What the hell's going on with the sound?
Your phone is possessed, dude.
What the fuck is happening?
We don't need 2 feeds of us talking back. Please, one is bad enough, my friend.
Totally.
One is bad enough.
Yeah.
We're wretched enough,
We are wretched enough.
I keep saying my friend.
And I guess the last thing on our list is, I think we're approaching an hour here on the podcast, so we should probably wrap up soon anyway.
Yeah, we could wrap it up.
But let's talk about our SummerSlam memories. What are your favorite memories of SummerSlam? Like, SummerSlam's like, it's a big pay-per-view. Sometimes it's really good, sometimes it's, a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah.
I mean, I could say a letdown was Brock Lesnar versus Randy Orton last year when when he busted open Randy Orton. Like, that was not a good memory for me.
Actually, my first pay-per-view was a SummerSlam.
Oh, really?
SummerSlam '94.
First one you went to, or first one you watched?
First pay-per-view I watched.
Wow!
I just got into wrestling that like month or two beforehand.
Oh, really?
So I got to see Bret Hart versus Owen Hart in a cage match,
Woo!
and Undertaker versus the fake Undertaker.
Oh my God!
Oh man, with no, Chuck Norris was not the referee for that match. The special enforcer was later on, but yeah, that was. I don't know. I guess, like, looking back, it's, like, so stupid. I mean, it was a great match with the cage match.
Course.
But, yeah, that was, like, my first... So, I guess SummerSlam's always been near and dear to my heart. It's close to my birthday. Like I said, it was my first pay-per-view, goddamn, 23 years ago. So,
wow.
It's always something that's always been near and dear to me, I guess.
Wow.
And I always remember that cage match, which was a great match.
Yeah, I mean, SummerSlam... We went to a SummerSlam together. We went
That's
to
correct,
SummerSlam 2007.
7.
We were very excited about this pay-per-view. CM Punk had an ECW title match against John Morrison. And we were like, oh man, we're going to see CM Punk's first title reign live, man. This is going to be so awesome. We're such huge CM Punk fans.
Yeah.
And he lost.
That was, and that was like before it was cool to like CM Punk.
Yeah. It was like when he was in ECW. So nobody,
no one gave a shit.
Nobody watched it. Nobody paid attention. But we were like, oh my God, let's watch ECW because CM Punk is on it.
And then you went to 2002, which was a classic one, man.
Yeah, 2002 in the Nassau Coliseum. Well, that was a great one. Shawn Michaels made his return from his injury of like
8 years back. Yeah.
7 years or 6 to 7 years.
Something like that.
And took on Triple H in an unsanctioned street fight. That was amazing. One of the best live matches I've ever seen. Maybe the best.
That was such a good match, man.
Best live match. And Brock Lesnar arrived, won his first championship, became the youngest WWE champion of all time.
Against The Rock, right?
Against the departing Rock, so it was like a changing of the guard match.
Yeah.
The whole card was great. It was one of the best cards I've seen, top to bottom. Like, they had Angle versus Benoit, I believe. No,
they had
Angle versus
Mysterio.
Mysterio in the opener.
Mysterio, yeah.
Right.
They had for the
first pay-per-view match.
Intercontinental Championship was Rob Van Dam versus Eddie Guerrero.
Eddie Guerrero.
That was a great match.
And they were on separate shows, so the title was going to go to whatever show.
See, that was cool.
Yeah.
Like, that was cool. Like, you didn't know where it was going to lead to, you know? And,
yeah, definitely.
What else was
Jericho versus Flair was on that as well.
Oh, shit, that's right.
Yeah.
I'm forgetting.
Un-Americans versus...
Undertaker and...
No, it was Undertaker versus Test.
Right, and then Booker T and Goldust.
Booker T and Goldust, right.
Back when Goldust was teaming with a black person, and it actually was funny.
And he had dreads as well.
Oh man, that was a great pay-per-view.
Who did Benoit wrestle on that show? He had a match
Edge.
too. Edge, right. That was such a good pay-per-view. Oh my God.
Oh, it was like 5 years. Okay, it wasn't 7 or 8 years.
Oh, whatever.
Fuck you, Chris. No,
what do we appreciate most about each other? Nothing.
Your eyes. Oh, nothing. Fuck, I got led into that trap.
I appreciate when Fred comes over to record our podcast. It's good times. We have some good times doing this.
Yeah, I mean, it's easy to talk to yourself, but to talk to me is even better, I just think.
That's what you think?
Yeah.
You're right. What other memories of SummerSlam do you have that jump off the page there?
They had like the SummerSlam 2000. They have the first TLC match. They had some kind of a ladder table match. No.
Let's go to it.
I got the card here.
Yep. First TLC match. Edge and Christian defeated the Hardy Boys and the Dudley Boys in a 14-minute TLC match for the WWF Tag Team titles.
Oh, yeah, Josh is saying that you were so pissed that Jericho tapped out the Flair.
I was very pissed. I was pissed that Jericho tapped out the Flair. I thought Flair was passing the torch to Jericho as being the cowardly heel at that moment, but not happening. Nope.
No.
Yeah. And Ric Flair cheated, too.
It was. I don't know, man. Lately, I feel like the SummerSlams have kind of melted together, I guess, per se.
Yeah.
SummerSlam 2011, I think CM Punk and John Cena were involved with each other. That was pretty cool.
You know, it was a good one. 2015, Undertaker versus Brock Lesnar. Undertaker got his revenge for dropping the streak.
I totally don't remember that.
You don't remember that one? That's the one when they both sat up and and Brock Lesnar laughed in his face.
Oh yes,
and Undertaker's like, "Fuck you!"
Is that what the fucking they took the ring apart basically? And no, that's a different one.
I don't think so. No,
I'm thinking something else. My bad. Yeah.
Yeah, we're just looking back at a couple of them. SummerSlam 2013, Cena versus Daniel Bryan. I don't remember that one.
SummerSlam 98, Highway to Hell. Undertaker fought Stone Cold Steve Austin in the main event. They also had the first, not the first ladder match, but it was Triple H versus The Rock in a ladder match back in Madison Square Garden. Again, that was a classic.
We're gonna hear a real clunker. SummerSlam 2010, John Cena, Daniel Bryan, Edge, Jericho, Bret Hart, R-Truth, and John Morrison versus the Nexus in the main event.
Oh, no. Oh, my God.
The only thing that was cool about that is that
bad.
Daniel Bryan got rehired by WWE and was thrown in the main event.
Oh,
that was the only thing that was cool.
That was crazy.
What the fuck was R-Truth doing in this match?
Where did he come from?
John Morrison. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, God. That was a bad year.
Yeah, just like, these are all very forgettable. Undertaker versus Edge in a Hell in a Cell. Cena versus Randy Orton. Edge versus Cena. Hogan versus Michaels, 2005.
Oh, yes.
We watched that one at Jen's house. Remember
that was when Michaels was bumping all over the place. Crazy for Hogan.
Yep, and Hogan couldn't barely fucking move.
Yeah.
We did like that one. I do remember we watched that one at Jen's.
Because that was like the cool one. That was like where Matt Hardy was fired. He came back against Edge in that street fight.
Oh yeah, and
that was awesome.
And Cena retired Jericho. That was before Jericho went on his 2-year hiatus.
Yeah, what was awesome there?
Angle versus Eugene for the Olympic gold medal open.
Oh yes,
oh my God, he
that
won
was
it
good.
back. It was so stupid.
That was a good show.
Oh, Edge versus Matt Hardy in a street fight, and it ended in 5 minutes, and we were so pissed. It was Matt Hardy's first match since coming back. Oh God, I forgot about that.
Oh, and that classic, of course, Chris Benoit facing Orlando Jordan. Can't forget about that fucking hunk of shit.
According to Wikipedia, it was a 25-second match.
Rightfully so.
Yeah.
Or actually, look, Survivor Series. Why are they showing Survivor Series 98 on the television?
Oh, they Kevin Owens referenced how bad of a referee Shane McMahon is, and busted out some 1998 footage with Stone Cold and flipping him off.
That's corporate Shane. You can't go back to him. He was a young man who was very impressionable.
I love Shane O'Mac's expression here. He's just kind of like, yeah, I was a shithead.
I was a little shithead.
I was a little bit of a shithead 20 years ago. You believe that was 20 years ago?
That's crazy.
1998 was 19 years ago. That's crazy.
Wow.
Absolutely crazy.
Yeah, that's time flies by when you're watching wrestling.
Yeah. It's like a bad dream.
It's like a bad dream and it never fucking ends because you don't want it to end because you're fucking sick in the head.
Josh says we should talk about how wretched 1999 was in SummerSlam.
I think 99 was just a wretched year.
Let's look at 99.
Powered by Mr. Vince Russo.
Alright, we got Jeff Jarrett defeated D'Lo Brown for the Intercontinental and European title. What? Oh my God. The Acolytes beat the Holly Cousins. Oh my God. Al Snow defeated Big Boss Man. That was an awesome feud. No, it wasn't. Ivory defeated Tori. Ken Shamrock versus Steve Blackman in a Lion's Den match. Okay.
I remember that.
Okay.
I remember that.
This was pretty terrible. Test defeated Shane McMahon in
that was a good match.
In the Greenwich Street Fight. I remember that one.
That was good. That was probably the best match.
Undertaker and Big Show defeated Kane and X-Pac. I loved Kane and X-Pac as a tag team.
Yeah. The Rock versus Billy Gunn. This was when they were in the Kiss My Ass match.
Oh my God.
That was when they were trying to make Billy Gunn a star for 2 seconds.
Mankind became WWE champion. He beat Stone Cold.
And Triple H, it looks like.
Yeah, in a triple threat match.
I don't remember that. Yeah, apparently he won. I don't even remember that. I think that was with Jesse Ventura, right? He was the guest. Yeah,
guest referee.
Wow, that was weird.
Here are the teams that were in the tag team turmoil match: Edge and Christian, the New Brood, aka Matt and Jeff Hardy, Mideon and Viscera, Droz and Prince Albert, the Acolytes, and the Hollies.
Right.
Wow. terrible.
Terrible.
Wrestling's terrible. All right, I guess we should start wrapping up. We got some plugs we got to go through, guys. We started something called the PWO.
For life.
For life. We actually didn't start it. Somebody else started it, and we were just there, so we're like, okay, we'll do this. So you guys can follow the Blue Blazer. Why you got to mention Blue Blazer? So let's plug our thing, guys. Look on Twitter for their handles. You can also search for them all. I think they're all on iTunes, right?
Right. Yeah, pretty much.
We have the Gimmick Table, so search for the Gimmick Table. What else we got? We got
S Marks the Spot.
S Marks the Spot podcast also as well, and Raw is Bore, as in you're bored.
Yeah, and you're boring. No, not you're boring, but the show is boring. Like
yeah.
No, I meant like Raw is boring.
Raw is boring.
Right, yeah.
But Bore. It's Bore, not boring.
Bore.
So Raw is Bore.
Bore!
Is that it?
Bore!
And of course you have the Wrestling Nerd Alliance, who we will be doing our joint show with next week.
I can't wait.
For our SummerSlam preview edition of the WWP meets the WNA.
I can't wait. Can't wait. These fuckers are going down.
Oh, they're going down.
They're fucking going down fucking south.
They're going down like a clown, Charlie. Brown. That's my lisp, sorry. A little bit of a tick there.
Yeah, a little tick there, buddy.
Yeah.
I'm tapping out. I'm tired today.
Yeah, me too. I got nothing else to talk about. Somebody on Periscope says, Charlotte, oh my god, it's so goddamn, Yeah.
Oh, alright, well, that's riveting.
I like Charlotte a lot, too. She's very attractive.
Yes, she is. She is
very attractive.
Pretty dame.
She's a pretty dame.
Yes, and our fan of the week goes to Charles Boner.
Charles Boner.
I shouldn't have to explain why.
Twitter? Or is it Facebook?
Facebook. I think both. Well, whatever.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I found some interesting names, like, on YouTube. There was this guy named, like, I like those called, like, Dan Kane 123, like, really weird names. It was, like, fucking disturbing, but I'm like...
Betty White Sauce was the name of the user. Sorry. Our bad.
Yeah.
Alright, we're pretty much tapping out here.
Fun.
I don't got much else to talk about.
Saving my energy.
Yeah, saving our energy for next week. We're going to have a big showdown with the Wrestling Nerds Alliance. We're going to take those son of bitches out.
Can't wait. Finally.
We're going to put them through a table with a 3D.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. We're going to actually put them through the Gimmick Table.
Oh.
Yeah.
Exactly.
On Raw is Bore.
We're going to put an S on the table, because that marks the spot.
Oh, see how we did there? Too sweet, baby!
For life.
For life. Alright guys, that's going to wrap it up for us. If you're not following us on Twitter, you can follow us at Wretched Wrestle. You can like our Facebook page at Wretched Wrestling, facebook.com/Wretched Wrestling.
Yeah.
We are on Periscope, YouTube, Facebook Live, iTunes, Google Play, Podomatic. I think I covered everything. We're on Instagram. I almost never do anything with that, though.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, that's what we do
here. We forget things.
We forget we have things.
And now I'm going to my book.
Oh yeah, guys, and if you can check out the latest edition of the Steel Cage magazine,
this thing,
you'll see your boys in the back.
Gotta love it in the back.
Why would you say something? Why would you say something like that?
We're in the back of the magazine.
Yeah, I know. So you guys, you can see us here. Here we are, Retro Wrestling Podcast. Hashtag no Romans. We're allowed to have one though.
We're allowed to have one.
Yeah. You can be of Roman descent, but no Romans.
Exactly.
Got it?
Yes.
Cool.
Alright,
I think that covers everything.
Gonna stone cold this bitch out. And it's empty.
Oh, it's empty. And it's Coca-Cola. That's a can of Coke. Alright guys, I'm gonna go. We'll talk a little bit more about Corey next week, I'm sure. I don't have time to talk about Corey.
Yeah, I don't want to get into it this week.
Fred's had a little bit of a spiff with Corey, so I guess we're not going to go into it.
We'll talk about it next week.
We'll talk about it next week.
We have all the people around.
Right. So we'll see you guys next week. You can follow the Wrestling Nerds guys on Twitter as well. I don't know their usernames.
I don't know why you would want to follow them.
Yeah, don't follow them. Follow us. Follow us. We'll put them through a table for you.
Yeah.
That's what we do. All right, I'm Craig Dixon. This is Fred. We're signing off. Peace! See ya! Oh, we said it at the same time. See ya! This is Michael K. saying, see ya!
Satellite of love.
Sad. All right, I know. Bye-bye, guys.
Satellite.